That was Melinda Schneider with her latest single, 25 Hours. Great song. Absolutely terrific stuff. I've got Melinda on the phone, waiting to do an interview with me, have a great conversation. Looking forward to it. Welcome to the Country Club again. This is the second time I've had the privilege of having you on the show. And it's, I remember it was a great chat last time. I think it was just after your wedding or something, around about that time.
Oh, wow. Gee, that was a few years ago.
Was it? Oh, okay.
2022. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Where does time go?
It must have been after that, because I don't think it was that long ago. But anyway,
Okay.
I do lose track of time sometimes.
We all do, I think.
Yeah. All right, so look, how's Mark? How's Mark going?
Mark's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's pretty well. He's got the weekend off.
Oh,
So we're just staying warm. It's very rainy and cold here on the Central Coast at the moment, and windy.
oh, really? Okay.
So we're happy to be inside and cosy and warm. I've got my heated blanket on top of my legs on the couch,
Nice.
and I've got a very beautiful Labrador Kelpie asleep next to me, Dolly, dog.
Great.
So I'm in my happy place right now.
Oh, look, you painted such a gorgeous picture. I can just picture all of that, the dog and you. And, it sounds great. Really cosy sounding sort of situation.
Very cosy.
So, look, I've got to, before we get into your stuff, but I'm just curious, are the choir boys still going? Is that band still
They
happening?
sure are. They sure are. Yeah, they've never broken up. They're touring most weekends. They're doing a theatre show at the moment called Run to Paradise, Great Australian Rock and Roll Stories. So
Great.
they're out working all the time.
Great stuff. Well,
Yeah.
look, just give my best to Mark, because they're a great band. I've always liked the choir boys, and they may not be country, but they're still a great band.
They are.
Got a lot of respect for those guys.
I will.
And how's Sully going? How old is he now?
He's 13 at the end of this month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's just started high school this year, and he's going well. He's good. He's pretty happy little boy, which is great.
Excellent. All right. Gee, how time flies, that... Wow, okay. All right, look, I'll just do a quick intro. For those who don't know, and there can't be more than just a tiny handful, Melinda Schneider is an extremely talented Australian music icon, a multi-award-winning singer-songwriter, an extraordinary live performer, a spellbinding storyteller, the CEO and founder of Empower Records, a sought-after keynote speaker, and a female empowerment activist. Gee, you can't have a lot of time.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
What do you do in your spare time?
Cuddle my dog on the couch.
Of course. All right. In a career that began with a debut at the age of 3, when she appeared on stage with her mother Mary, Melinda has kept her family tradition alive by becoming one of Australia's most sublime singers and popular entertainers. It is through her assured and accomplished songwriting that she has really discovered her true voice, with John Farnham, Olivia Newton-John and Paul Kelly all having recorded her songs. Melinda's latest single, 25 Hours, that I played a few minutes ago, was released back in May, and not surprisingly has been going gangbusters all over Australia, and is yet another great example of her extraordinary talent as a vocalist and a highly skilled songwriter. But Melinda's talent isn't just musical. She's a highly regarded fashion designer, and she once competed on Dancing with the Stars. Plus, she's delivered many keynote speeches to empowered women across the country. She's also a gifted actress who made her acting debut at the age of 13 in the very popular TV series A Country Practice. Needless to say, I'm deeply honoured to once again have Melinda on the phone to have a chat with me. So let's get on with it. Tell us the story behind 25 Hours, Melinda. Aside from the obvious, what was your inspiration to write it?
Oh, look, I guess I wrote that song when I was a relatively new mum. I think my little boy Sullivan was about 3 when I wrote that song, and I was learning how tough it is to be a working mum at that point, I guess. I was working, I think I was doing my Doris Day show at that time, 8 shows a week. I was breastfeeding Sully. I breastfed him for a few years. He loved it. And I was like breastfeeding
Who
on
doesn't?
demand. Who doesn't? And, working 8 shows a week, and I was traveling, and I was just doing everything. And I was like, wow, how the hell do women do this? How am I even doing this?
Yeah, right.
Wouldn't it be good to have one more hour in the day that I could just dedicate to me for a bit of self-care? Because there was no time for me at all in those, early years, of course, being a new mum. And a working mum. So, I just got thinking about that and thought, if we did have an extra hour in the day, what would we do with it if we could just spend it on ourselves? So it's that kind of a song that I'm, I guess, wanting women to think about, dedicating an hour to themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. It's look, you've got, well, not my sympathy, but my admiration, I guess, would be a better word. And all mums, like working mums, how do they do that? How do they, raise children and, pursue a career and, or education or whatever, because it's not something us guys really have to worry about too much, generally speaking. So,
it's a tough gig.
I couldn't do it. I absolutely could not do it. I have to be honest. It's I don't know how you do it. My wife, when we first got married, and she had our daughter, and she was still working. So thankfully, we had her mum to look after Nana, to look after our little girl. But, if without that, I don't know how we would have got through it, but,
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. Women are pretty amazing.
They are.
And my next single is all about that. It's actually called The Woman. It's coming out in September. But,
really?
There's a lot of songs on this new album that are celebrating, both men and women. I've got, songs celebrating loving, beautiful, kind men too. But, it's very much an album that, women will be able to relate to, this one.
Oh, that sounds... I didn't... When's the album coming out? Is it scheduled?
It's actually... I've had to push it a little bit further into early next year. So I think it's coming out on the 5th of Feb.
Okay.
Just after Tamworth.
All right.
Yeah, but I've got another single coming out in September.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, hopefully we'll have another conversation about that in September. But look, at some time after the show, maybe later in the day, when I remember, can I text you our mailing address here at the studio? And hopefully in Feb, if you can possibly send me a CD with the new album.
Of course.
Or have someone do it for you.
Sure.
That'd be great. I would, because I don't have that many Melinda Schneider tracks in my playlist, and that is a shortcoming. I need more. So
that's okay. I'll send you a couple of different ones.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be terrific. Because look, I'm not just saying this because we're talking on the phone and I've got to wrap you up. No. I absolutely love your music. Absolutely, you're a great songwriter. I love you. I love your work. What can I say?
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
Thank you. So appreciated.
I'm an unabashed admirer of Melinda Schneider. Now, this might be a bit of a difficult question, but or difficult answer. But what's your most memorable experience so far as a performer?
Oh, look, I think the highlight for me is when I get to perform at the Opera House, the concert hall in Sydney.
Wow. Okay.
I've done that several times now with different shows, and they haven't all been country shows. But yeah, when I actually achieve selling out the concert hall of 2,500 people at the Opera House,
wow.
I think that's got to be my highlight, to be honest.
Wow.
It's just the most amazing venue to perform in, and you really feel like you've made it when you're working there.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
I can just imagine. I mean, being an ex-muso, I can imagine what it'd be like to perform there. It'd be absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow, okay. And now you've done some collaborations in the last couple of years or whatever with some amazing artists. I think, am I wrong? Becky Cole?
Yeah, we did an album called Great Women of Country
That's
together.
right. That's right.
It was sort of, I think, 2015 or something like that.
Right.
I think we've done that. Yeah, I've done, well, on the new album, I've got a duet with Diesel on that album.
Oh, really?
I've got, look, I've done a lot of collaborations over the years.
Yeah. And they've all been good. All been great.
Collaborating.
Yeah,
I like collaborating with other people.
Yeah. I think it brings out the best in both, or whoever's involved in the collaboration. Because I think talented people like yourself tend to feed off each other. When they get together, and it's sort of, and it raises the bar somehow. I don't know what works there, but still, it's terrific. Great job. Well, all right, I've got to ask you, what advice would you have for someone who's just starting out in country? It's appropriate to ask you because you've got so much experience.
Look, there's a few things. Well, definitely be yourself.
Right.
Don't copy other people. Try and be original.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really important. I think if you're going to take advice from anyone, make sure you're taking advice from someone who's actually had success.
Right.
Only listen to people who've really made it and really done something.
Right.
You've got to be careful about who you take advice from.
Okay.
And I would say that, don't feel the pressure to have to write your own songs. There's no shame in recording songs that other great songwriters have written.
Right.
I think, a lot of Australian country music, I think the expectation that everybody be a songwriter or that everybody is a songwriter isn't really correct. I think, if the main thing is keeping the standard of the songs really high.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many incredible songwriters around who aren't artists, who are just, their best talent is writing these amazing songs,
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with recording other people's songs.
No, not at all. Especially when they're Melinda Schneider songs.
Oh, you're too kind. But just any song, any great song.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't have to have written it yourself.
No.
Like if I didn't write songs that I didn't think were good enough to go on an album, I wouldn't put them on.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you're quite right. I mean, Slim Dusty recorded a lot of other people's songs. He recorded a lot of Joy McKean songs, obviously, but there were other songwriters, that he turned to for some great material,
Yeah, he knew what a great song was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He had a talent for that as well as, being a great performer.
Yeah.
Now, you're very much inside the heart of the beast, so to speak, and I'd love to get your opinion of the Australian country music landscape from your perspective. Is it healthy, is it thriving, or does it need resuscitating?
Oh, look, I think it's changed a lot. I think, the sort of early 2000s, or the first 10 years of the 2000s or the late 1990s were really the best time in country music in a lot of ways for our industry,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's changed and some of it's for the better, some isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think, going back to songs, I think a lot of the songs that are coming out now aren't, a lot of them all sound the same.
Yep.
To me.
Yep. I agree.
It's not, I don't know. It's just I don't think that there's a lot of stuff being released that's as good as it used to be.
Okay.
But I think that's because there's a lot more independent artists and there's not a lot of A&R men in record labels saying, nah, that's not good enough. Go and rewrite that verse. Or,
right. Yep.
There's not a lot of quality control coming from record labels anymore.
Okay,
Anyone can be an artist. A lot of original art, a lot of independent artists out there who are
Yep.
just making all of these decisions themselves. And
Yep.
so I think we're getting a different levels of songs that maybe wouldn't have passed the test.
Okay. Yep.
15, 20 years ago.
Sure.
That's what I really think. And look, there's a lot of great artists coming out. There's a lot of great new artists coming out.
Yep.
But I think it's a really hard time in our industry in general because basically our industry's been decimated with streaming.
Yeah.
Yep. We've lost our income stream of being able to sell CDs the way we used to.
Yep.
It's impossible for anyone to get a gold record anymore. It's just
okay. Yeah.
By selling 35,000 units, it's just not going to happen.
No. Not as you say, not with the streaming situation.
No, so it's a really hard time in our industry, and it's hard for, I guess, artists who have been established and have been around for a long time to now realise that the benchmarks for success are just completely different. It's just being able to recoup the money that you've spent on an album. It's what's the point of putting an album out? You just can't sell the physical CDs that you used to be able to. So it's not it's not a happier answer to your question.
No.
But
I was after an honest answer, and that's what I got. So that's fine.
Yeah, it's just the way the world is going.
Yeah.
And the music industry has gone, not valuing, not valuing the artist. It's all run by record company money guys, and it's not about protecting or really valuing the artist.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. I even saw a couple of artists putting out things on Facebook, like giving away their albums for nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it broke my heart. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I get it.
We've got to value our art.
Yeah. Sort of cutting their own throats, isn't it?
Absolutely, because I think that's what they have to do to market something or a new way of doing things. I'm like, never do that. Put your price up, not down.
That's right. Yeah, no, I agree.
Crazy.
I agree. But technology being what it is, it's just,
Yeah.
All
So
righty.
it's a tough one. So, but, the good news is people are still buying CDs at shows and T-shirts and merchandise and stuff like that. And those people, we so appreciate those people who do. And they tend to be probably more mature fans who still have CD players and they do still buy CDs, which is fantastic. So we're very grateful for those people who come along to our shows and buy the merchandise.
Yeah, well, I prefer the physical copy myself. That's the way I am.
Yeah, because we can read the liner notes and get all that information
and the lyrics.
You can hold it in your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's much nicer.
It's value for money,
Yeah.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, we're at over time. That's fine. It's a great sacrifice to make for someone of your calibre, so not a problem. But I do have to sign off. So
no worries. Thanks for the call. Lovely to chat.
Oh, look, I so appreciate you taking the time to chat with me on your Sunday arvo, all rugged up with your cosy and your dog and everything. Great stuff. I can just picture that.
Let's chat again soon.
Hopefully in September when the next single comes out. I look forward to it.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining me on the Country Club. So bye for now.
See ya.
Bye-bye.